Hey twin flames. You would have experienced from your twin flame that he or she is not able to express to yourself very clearly or authentically. And this is really one of the main thing most of the twin flames experience as like a communication block. Even if you are in terms of like talking to each other, but probably there is no intense communication, there is no intense way of expressing yourself. And you might be feeling that this person is really hiding something from me, or he is not really like authentic to me. Why we don't have deep conversation? So what is it about why your twin flame is not able to express themselves to you? So as we know, anything that your twin flame mirrors is shows you is a mirroring aspect of yourself. That means if he or she is not able to express to you, then that is something, the block you are carrying in within you. So all you need to do is do the mirror exercise on that. So let's look at what is self-expression. What is the block which is probably like bringing this upset within you. So what is expressing about yourself? It is having your own voice. The voice doesn't mean that it is always the vocal aspect of it. Having your own voice can be your presence in the world, how you present yourself, what is your identity, how you've been seen, perceived, and looked at everywhere. So that means like it is like on a stage, for example, you are a dancer. What is the voice there? In a presentation, in a meeting, what is your voice there? If you're on a stage speaking, how you are able to convey that to others? In a relationship, what is your voice? So it is all about having and bringing the authenticity in yourself. So basically the block will be to identify where actually you are experiencing difficulties or resistance in yourself. If I'm working on a self-expression, you can look at the areas where you have suppressed yourself. As I said, if you're a dancer, have you ever suppressed yourself, not able to bring your skills on the stage? Or have you been judged during your performance, which probably would have created some kind of difficulties? If you're on a person who is talking on a stage where you have been judged or maybe criticized by someone. So I have this particular experience. I think it was early in my teenage time. We have been asked to speak on a stage, and it was very kind of on the spot. I wasn't expected and I wasn't ready for that. I just got onto the stage. I actually have to say a gratitude speech in my school, in fact. So I stumped and I started, and after 2 sentences I was not really able to speak anything. So that was a really, I would say it was a traumatic experience for me as a child at that point of time, as a teenager at that point of time. But it has actually suppressed my emotions, my feelings, and my way of conveying things to an open, wider audience. So I had to work on that really to clear my blocks. So as a child, or maybe even after teenage, like have you been suppressed or asked by elders to shut down yourself because you're not supposed to voice your opinion, you're not supposed to give your views on certain things? So this could be like other example of where you're experiencing this particular block. Maybe if you have gone through some bad experience in the past, or a traumatic experience in the past, you would have suppressed your emotions. You would have suppressed your feelings, So that could be something you really not able to bring it up. So as you work with the mirror exercise, you need to bring those emotions out. You need to bring all those suppressed feelings outside of yourself and release it. So that's another way of working on this particular block. It also could be like your judgment on your physical appearances. How much you physically, your physical appearances, how much are you judging? Possible that, when you talk, it could be that if you're using a lot of hand gestures, maybe in certain countries it's not been perceived as really good, so you would have been criticized for that. So eventually what happening is like you criticize yourself that you probably are not really a good speaker. Maybe another aspect to look at is like your physical appearances, how much you have been judged. For example, if you're not really presenting yourself well while talking to someone, or maybe you're using a lot of hand gestures, maybe some countries it's not been really perceived as nice to have a lot of hand gestures, so you would have been like judged for that, and eventually you're judging yourself that probably that's something you need to be taken care, and you become a lot basically like conscious and suppressing yourself. So that's something you can look at working on that as a block. Once you're working on these blocks, also some other aspect you can look at is like how you express things, where you're good at expressing yourself. Like, are you good at writing? So maybe you can express yourself through the blogs. That would be a good medium for you to heal yourself. If you're a good presenter, if you're a good speaker, you can probably like YouTube videos, that would be another channel where you express yourself, and that another way of healing yourself. So this is a continuous process of working on yourself, of releasing this block. But majorly like you look at where you're experiencing these difficulties, and and healing those blocks is the main purpose here. Self-expression is not just about having the voice, as I said, it is all about the all aspect of you. Having and building a relationship with yourself, how much you're internally connected to yourself, how much you're able to present yourself to yourself. That means like how much I am connected to myself, and how much of confidence and how much of conversation I bring to myself every day. Am I taking care of myself? Am I checking that am I doing well? Or maybe like in the morning when I'm getting up, am I checking that how is my mood? Am I still looking at for something outside validation? Am I appreciating myself? Am I taking care of myself? I'm taking care of my food at the right time. I'm taking care of dressing myself nice, because that somehow I feel good about it. So these are the other aspects of looking at how to help the self-expression and connecting with yourself. So self-expression is about feeling your feelings and being vulnerable at that place. If you're hiding those feelings, obviously you're moving away and running away from those feelings, which won't help you to heal these blocks. There could be fears, there could be self-doubt, there could be approval you are looking at from your partner or your parents or siblings, someone. So these are the blocks usually comes in terms of you're not able to authentically express yourself. Look at which aspect and which areas you are creating issues or creating problems. So identify each through the mirror exercise and go deep within that and heal those blocks. So this is the best way you can work on self-expression. So what your twin flame showing you, like not being authentically expressing himself or herself, is just the block what you're experiencing within yourself. So it's not one aspect you can look at it. As I said, there could be many related aspects. So it's not necessary that everyone has everything. You just need to look at and identify what is your core blocks here and what is that you really need to work on. As you work on one aspect of it, the other aspect of the blocks will be revealed to you. Never think that self-expression is about manipulating or controlling someone. No, not at all. Self-expression is the authentic way of expressing yourself, conveying your feelings, what you are, what is that you're experiencing, how you're feeling. But it's just not about controlling or manipulating, So if you're trying to do that with your twin flame, obviously that is not going to be successful. Your twin flame will mirror each and everything to you. And if you think he or she need to express to you the way you're looking for answers or the way you're looking for certain things, it's not going to work. So they will mirror the authentic form of them. They will always give you the honest way of themselves as you clear your blocks. Self-expression is about being honest with you and having that honesty of identifying what your feelings and conveying that to the other person. As you're working on this block, you will be able to have a better idea about how you present yourself and how you voice out yourself, to everyone, including your twin flame, and that will help you to kind of move through a better way of communicating to others as well as to your twin flame. So self-expression is just an aspect of the whole communication aspect, and healing that you are going to really able to heal one of the major aspect in the communication blocks. So there are a lot of other things you can work from a communication perspective itself. Maybe that I'll bring it in another video. But I hope this video was helpful for you. So see you in the next.